There we go. All righty. Hello, everybody. Okay, guys. So we just got into this copper trade here. Let's explain the copper trade and why we got into this. 4-hour chart is up. Hey, good morning, Graham. Good to see you, buddy. 4-hour chart is up. Cycling up. Momentum is up. 1-hour chart is trend is up. CCI is above positive 100. Good morning, Frank. Good to see you guys. So both trends are up, cycling up, momentum is up, very strong uptrend on multiple time frames here. And we've got this little rally-based rally that took place in here. What is going to happen? Well, we broke out of the opening range to the downside, right? And in this situation, because this is so expensive, right? We really can't risk, more than $200, but we were able to capture 2 contracts. So being able to catch 2 contracts here was a real opportunity. We don't know if it's going to work out, but Ramos, what's up? Good morning. Good to see you. We don't know what's going to happen here, right? But it falls in line with our process. It falls in line with our process. Some lady analyst on CNBC said gold was going to 3,000. She's brave. We don't know how high gold is going to go, right? We don't know. We have no idea. I don't know how anybody can. We can look at levels, but if it's never been $3,000 before, that's got to be some kind of fundamental analysis that she's doing. I don't know. I don't know how you can predict anything like that, right? Makes sense, right? We can predict what's down here, like, oh, price could probably pull back, into this little demand zone here, right at 4.3070. But we don't know. So if we do pull back all the way to here, we can get risk-free. So there you go. We're in a risk-free trade right now on copper. We went 1-to-1, and we're just going to let it play out, right? We're just going to let it play out. So again, why did we get into this? We had a really good chance to get into copper right at this rally-based rally on the 5-minute chart. Let's go out to the 15. And you can see on the 15, breaks to the downside, right? See how we have to be suspicious of everything that breaks to the downside here? You've got to be suspicious of price action when it breaks out to the downside in an uptrend with a ton of upward momentum. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay? That's all I'm saying. If you have an uptrend, right? And part of TrendCloud, the power of using TrendCloud is it allows you to see when trend and momentum is working together. That's our whole plan, right? That's the whole idea. What trades have trend and momentum working together across multiple time frames? That's it. That's it. Let's come up with a system that allows me to see a very clear uptrend and a very clear momentum working together. Let's come up with a system that does that. And that's what we developed here. Let's turn all the candles green in an uptrend. It doesn't matter if it's an up candle or a down candle, as you can see. It doesn't matter. What matters is a clear understanding of uptrend and downtrend, right? Down here, momentum, right? If the momentum histogram is green and your trend is green, great. You've got something powerful there. You've got something powerful. Are we in an impulse phase or are we in a corrective phase? That's your cycle indicator telling you that. Okay. So we're going to let this run, right, as high as it's going to go. And we're going to take profits. Let's grab the risk manager tool and just get an idea. There's our entry. There's our stop loss. And where's all of our... Okay, so we've already hit 3 to 1, so I should have taken off at least one, right? Yikes. Okay, there you go. So we took off. That was weird. All right, so we took off some profit there at a 2 to 1. So we took our 2 to 1 target. Yeah, it hit 2 to 1, almost hit 3 to 1, and we've got our stop loss just above our entry. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Remember, we're making the purple box. Purple box is the high time frame or the higher time frame trend cloud, so that we know the potential of this pullback could be all the way to the purple box here, right? Trend and momentum working together. For how long does it work together? We don't know. We don't know. News. What's that, Graham? Oh, yeah, I remember Pan American Silver. Keep sector outperforming, right? Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Yeah, let's take a look at let's take a look at silver. Let's take a look at the silver commodity here. Okay, so we've got trend on multiple time frames. We've got momentum on that middle time frame. But we've got this bearish divergence going on here, right? We've got this bearish divergence going on here with momentum, and it is down and kind of flat. So so essentially what's happening here is, let's open this up and show you guys. What does this mean? Look at all this momentum. Boom, right? Very powerful momentum, pulls back into TrendCloud, makes another impulse up, breaking through structure. But what happens? It goes up and breaks through all this structure on much less momentum. See that? See all this? Right? Breaks to the upside, pulls back into TrendCloud, impulse up, breaks through structure, right? That's very powerful. But it did all of that on much less momentum. So what does that mean? Doesn't necessarily mean trend reversal, right? It just means that it broke through with less power. So there's a possibility this could be setting up a corrective move back down into here. That's all. That's all that means. So silver kind of going sideways on that 1 hour now, right? But still lots of momentum on that middle time frame. There we go. We're getting the breakout of silver. Getting the breakout of silver here. Our copper trade has still not copper trade still has not broken out of the opening range. Perhaps it wants to it might want to pull back deeper, into this high time frame trend cloud. Might want to pull back deeper. We don't know. It hit 2 to 1. We took that target, and now it's pulling back. But we're in a risk-free trade. Get risk-free. Get risk-free as quickly as possible. We don't know what it's going to do. It's got to, we've got another minute left. And we shall see what happens here. Hopefully we can survive this and move to the top, move to the upside here. Pulling back. Pulling back. Doesn't matter. We are in a risk-free trade. Okay, so there we go. What do we do next? All right, so we made some money. We protected our money. And now we're pulling back. Where to? Well, we can wait for this cycle indicator. We can wait for the cycle indicator to actually cross below this gray box here and form another loop, right? Why don't we wait for the cycle indicator to be down here and starting to point back up? We can do that. Very difficult to time the market, right? In fact, almost impossible. Okay, let's see, 9:15. Let's take a look at crude oil. Oh, let's look at gold. Okay. So gold, 1 hour chart is extended. A lot of uptrend, a lot of upward momentum, very strong upward momentum. And we're just starting that fifth wave. We're just starting that fifth wave. And when you see the candles turn ice blue like this, okay, see the candles turn ice blue, that pretty much means we are extended. Trend is extended and it wants to break below this moving average here and recalculate. And you can see that it did that on the 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart also became extended, pulled back really deep, and then right here on the sixth wave, closes below the 50 simple moving average here and recalculates. And with all that news coming out, maybe this is it. Maybe this is as deep as it wanted to go. Here's the let's get rid of that. Okay, we're in the high time frame TrendCloud area. And we've got this consolidation here that it pulled back into. Recalculated, and we're moving out. We just don't have that. We don't have that highest time frame momentum with us, right? And we've got all this bearish divergence. So it could be that before gold, before gold miraculously, hits that $3,000 mark or whatever, it might want to pull back deeper into this trend cloud. Maybe it wants this trend cloud. Best thing to do is to wait and see when, wait and see what happens here. Hey, good morning, Kazi. All right. Copper. Okay, copper's hitting that. Copper's hitting that that zone again, but we're getting some very bearish candles here. Maybe it wants to pull down and hit that previous day's high. I would like to see it just, I'd like to see copper come down and hit that previous day's high, and then watch our cycle indicator here. If we've got everything in our favor, we've got everything in our favor on copper to make this move up. We're just not finished pulling back yet. What's going on with, yeah, we're at the top of the cycle on the 1 hour. So you never know. It might be that this cycle will pull us out. Will pull us out of this demand zone, or if we need to wait for this to pull back. If we pull back like this on the cycle indicator, to make some kind of move, that's probably going to be this area here. We've got a whole bunch of stuff there, right? Here we go. We'll draw it like that. Very interesting. I'd be watching copper today. There we go. Let's go over to crude oil. And we're going to need that 5-minute chart. Uptrend. And sideways, right? Sideways on the 1 hour. Momentum is down. We haven't really broken any structure. I would wait for see we keep making new lows. We keep making new lows, so we haven't hit bottom, but we've got all this downward momentum here. All this downward momentum on crude oil. Sideways trend and upward trend, right? Mixed signals. And just kind of going sideways here. Low. Yeah. There's the low. Pulls back. I'd say there and there. We're really in between here. We're really just in between. Russell. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Sounds good, Graham. Freeport. Which one do you want me to add, Graham? The FX copper or PAAS? And Kazi is long on silver. Long John Silver. FCX. Okay. Stocks. FCX. There we are. There we are. Yeah. Nice TrendCloud signals on silver here. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. All the pieces of the puzzle, right? We need this thing to change. We need that thing to turn green. Until then, just get risk-free. Just to protect what you've got. Long John Silver. Very nice. 15-minute demand zones. 28.105. .015 right there. Yep. 28.105. Yep. Beauty. We're almost going to clear that structure right there too. And here we go. Breaking out to the upside. That is buku bucks right there. 50%. Nice. 50% of the zone. Beautiful. Yeah, that's buku bucks. High time frame TrendCloud. Make it purple. Just to get an idea. Middle time frame TrendCloud. Right. Right, just to mark stuff off. And there we go. Pulled back, gave you some signals. Bam. Clear. Here's another target. Almost there. Let's go right there. We are clearing structure here. We are clearing structure. Very nice. Natural gas. Whoa. Breaking out to the upside. Lots of momentum to the upside. Just broke through structure here. Five-minute chart. 5-minute chart wants to pull back deep and recalculate. Why don't we let it do that? Nice. Kazi tweaked his trade plan a little bit for at least 2 time frame trends and 2 momentum in alignment with supply. Yeah, I think that's great. Stacking information, right? Stacking information. So Kazi is saying he wants 2 time frames, at least 2 time frames. Whoops. At least 2 time frames with trend and momentum in alignment with the supplier demand zone. Yeah, 100%. I think that's just a great rule of thumb. You know, do we have trend on at least 2 time frames? Yes. Do we have momentum on 2 time frames as well, working with that trend? Yes. Okay. Go find those supply and demand zones that are in line with that. And you don't know which one, right? Especially if you have like demand zones stacked. You don't know which one it's going to go to, but at least you know one of them with trend and momentum on your side. At least you've got that direction. I think that's great. So natural gas, trend, middle time frame, up. Trend, 4-hour chart, up. Momentum, up. Momentum, up. Start looking for those demand zones, right? Now we are extended here. So we know that this wants to come somewhere below the 50 and start to recalculate. So let's look for our demand zones in this area here. Anywhere under here. You know, where is it? Go out to the 15. Let's take a close look. Hmm. 15-minute chart. Right about here is right. Resistance, 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 break of resistance. Previous resistance becomes support, right? Maybe this area here. Drop it down to the 5 in that area. Let's see. Yeah. It went right to it. 3-1. Nice. Kazi hit 3-1 on silver. Boom. I love the money bag. 3-1 on silver, Kazi. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Long John Silver. I love it when a plan comes together. I love it when a plan comes together. So you took this, you made these observations, right? So Kazi made these observations and he said, you know, the majority of these trades seem to be working out when I've got trend and momentum on my side. And if they're on at least 2 different time frames like that, it works even better. Now that's an observation, and he took that observation, he took those observations and put it together into an objective trade plan. And that's what you stick with. That's what works, right? That's what turns into this. Right? 3-1. Take those observations and turn them into money. Oh, I like that title. Take your trading observations and turn them into money. I gotta write that one down. Take your trading observations and turn that into money. That's going to be a blog. We'll do a blog article on that. Excellent. Yeah. Yep. And natural gas kind of going sideways here. What do we want? How do we get in on this? Well, Here's your area of support inside of that 1 hour trend cloud. Pulls back into trend cloud. Makes another move up, right? That's what we're looking for. So where are the demand zones inside of this purple box? Is Kazi leveraging CFDs? Leveraging with CFDs. I don't know what is CFD, Graham? CFD? What is that? What is that? Okay. Let's go over to the indexes. Russell is down. Middle time frame is up. Okay. So long term, right? Long-term momentum. So this is interesting. So we've got an uptrend on the 15-minute, an uptrend on the 1 hour, momentum up on the 1 hour, momentum up on the 4 hour. And we are running right into contract for difference. I don't know. And on that 4 hour chart, what are we running into on the 4 hour chart? We've got the market edge, right? We've got the market edge here. And we've got our running into that 50 simple moving average, right? And our market edge. That's the only thing we're running into. So that is a resistance area. And we can only make observations as to what that's going to do. Momentum's on our side. Short-term trend is on our side, right? Opening range. Just breaking out to the outside. So we've got our opening range here forming. And we've got the opening range forming here. And we've got market edge, right? So we're high on the curve, right? Risk 250. Nice. Yeah. Very nice. Taking targets. That's the key thing, right? You definitely want to take targets. Okay. So that throws a little bit of an obstacle in our way, right? High time frame running into that 50 simple moving average, right? So we're running into the high time frame supply zone, and we have to see how that's going to react. But we do have trend on the lower time frames, right? Early in the trend, but we're running into this high time frame supply zone. NASDAQ is breaking through. Same situation on the NASDAQ, only NASDAQ has broken through. It has broken through that 50. And it is really breaking out to the upside here. Breaking structure on the 1 hour. Wow. I think there's a lot of people waiting for that right there on the NASDAQ. A lot of people waiting for structure to be broken on the NASDAQ. Ton of momentum, right? Ton of momentum. Micro NASDAQ. Very good. Look how it just pulled right into that 15-minute trend cloud, hits the previous day's open and bounces off of that. Ton of momentum on that middle time frame there. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Post that. Kazi will post that trade in the private Facebook group. And Graham is saying Morgan Stanley raised the price target for the NASDAQ. Wow. Okay. So that makes sense. So, you know, we've got a lot of positive news, right? So we've got a news event. We've got a news event coming out, breaking through structure. Makes sense. Okay. Golly, look at that rejection candle there. What are we heading for? Definitely heading for supply on that high time frame. Any 5-minute trend cloud signals? We are getting some trend cloud signals here. We are getting some trend cloud signals. Pulling back to retest. Got another minute. Getting caught up on that 50. And there it is there. There's the opening range. I'm wondering. I am wondering if we could get in. If we can get in on that. On that momentum. I think we're going to have a very strong breakout, which we could get into right there. TrendCloud signal is here. Can we get the breakout? Can we pull back? Capture this. Let's see if we can get the TrendCloud signal here. Lot of momentum to the upside. There we go. Take a chance on that TrendCloud signal there, that retest. And see if we could get in, if we can break through that area. On the micro NASDAQ. Retesting. Rally base rally here. Does it want to pull back to the top here? Uh-oh, really deep pullback. Really deep pullback here. Really deep pullback here. Might want this little demand zone here. Uh-oh. Yep. Ba-da-da-da. Where's the 15? Rally base rally on the 15 minute. Let's see if we can capture that. Momentum's on our side. Bit of a whipsaw movement here. Little bit of whipsaw. Let's see if we can regain that. Wow. That seems to be happening to us a lot now, or to me anyway. Going right past my stop and then going in my direction. So that's something that I'm going to have to take a look at if that's what is going on. There's really no way to avoid whipsaw. If only I had my stop here, it's the trade has to work within the parameters that you set it up at. That's it. It's got to work within the parameters that you set it at. And it may seem like, oh, they're stop running me. It may appear like that because that's the narrative that you're giving yourself, right? You just don't know. You just don't know. So it just stopped me out, and now it's going in the direction that I said it was going to go in. There's no way around that. There's no way around that. You'll find that you'll always end up being partially correct on every move that you make. As long as you're using an objective trade plan, you're usually partially correct on every single one of them. It is an interesting phenomenon, but we made money in copper today. Got whipsawed out of NASDAQ, but made money in copper. Oh, and Kazi made 3-1 on silver. And we are right at the proximal line, right at the proximal line of this rally-based rally. That's a totally legit level. We just have to let it play out. If it takes off without us, well, it gave us that 5-minute TrendCloud signal and went just below. So it's like, oh, if only my stop loss was here. We were in risk tolerance, right? But your first loss is always your best loss. It's your cheapest loss. Your first loss is always your cheapest loss. And there you go. Bounced off the 50. Oh, I should have just used the 50 as my stop loss. Then I'd be in this trade. Like I said, you may have to take a couple of shots at something for it to work. What's going on with the Dow? Okay, the Dow is really downtrend, sideways, and downtrend on the 5. Sort of this candles are green, but break into the downside. So it looks like we're making a move down. Context of the high time frame is definitely down. Breaking through structure. breaking out to the downside here. So we've got a lot of pressure to the downside. High time frame is down, cycling down, momentum is down. Middle time frame momentum is down. Candles are red, breaking through structure here. Right? We are breaking through structure. And we're going to be low on the curve. But yet the NASDAQ is moving up. Whipsaw. Whew. Rip to the upside, rip to the downside. Throws a monkey wrench into everything. Throws a monkey wrench into everything. S&P is definitely mixed signal. Nice. Kazi's silver trade is posted in the Facebook group. Thank you, Kazi. Awesome, man. It all helps. All the contribution helps. It helps shape TrendCloud. It helps shape others and reinforces good trading behavior. So the S&P, high time frame downtrend and momentum, and puts money in the bank. Thumbs up to money in the bank. Yeah, so the context of the high time frame on the S&P is down, right? We're kind of going sideways, but momentum is down, and momentum is up on the middle time frame. So a lot of mixed signals here. NASDAQ is more to the upside, more bullish. The NASDAQ is definitely more bullish. But we got whipsawed out of that. Whipsawed out of that trade. How about platinum? What's going on with platinum? Platinum 15-minute chart is extended, very strong uptrend. Starting to pull back on the high time frame. Where's it going to pull back to? Well, we've got this area right here, don't we? We've got this area here. That's the market edge. And in order for this strong upward trend to continue, we want to be below the 50 here. So somewhere in here, That makes sense right there. Top of the trend cloud on that 1 hour chart. Make that purple. All right, now we have a better understanding of where this pullback could recalculate. We're looking for this. Pulls back into trend cloud, makes the move up. We're thinking that because that's how price moves inside of trend cloud, and also that is how That's how price moves inside of TrendCloud. And, when you've got momentum on your side, there's more, it's more likely that that will happen. NPH above 40%. NPH above 40%, guys. Okay. All righty. Made money on copper. Got whipsawed out of NASDAQ. Kazi hit 3-1 on silver. Graham is making money on his stocks. We are doing it. We are doing it, guys. Keep being consistent. Keep following that plan. Take your observations, put them together in a Northern Platinum. Right. Northern Platinum up 40%. That's a bit of fundamentals that we could add to this analysis here. So combining that fundamental with technical, very, very valuable stuff. And remember, just take your observations, put them together in a objective trade plan, and just trade the plan. And that's how you'll be consistent, even if you take a couple of losses in a row, right? It ends up over a series of trades, you end up making money. And that's what we've been doing, right? That's what we've been doing month after month. All right, everybody, great job. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.